Okay, Owls XC, it is week 3 coming up. We just had 2 great weeks. We got our first race coming up. So for this Coach Dude's Corner, we're going to talk you through uniforms and what's required, what you got to wear, and all that stuff. Cross country is really simple. You get a shirt like this and a pair of shorts. Now these uniforms may seem a little bit different than what you're used to for other sports uniforms, but they're specifically for running long distances. They're meant to be light and small and make sure that you can be as fast as possible. And so we're requiring you this year, everyone needs to wear the singlet and the shorts together. That's part of the team uniform. We do that, number one, to look like a team, and we want to have everyone out there in the same uniform. No other sport do you get to choose your top and shorts together for competition. In cross country, you don't either. And we also do it, again, because of how light and fast a uniform is in cross country. Now I know there's some people, both for weather-related reasons, for modesty reasons, or cultural or religious reasons, you need to modify the uniform to cover up your skin. And I understand that, so I'm going to walk you through some of the modifications that we have for that. So you can either wear a white t-shirt like this or a black t-shirt like this. Make sure the t-shirts are plain. They don't have any color or anything on them that is different than the uniform that we're wearing. So again, white or black shirts. If it's colder or you need to cover up your forearms, you're also allowed to wear a white or black long sleeve shirt just like this. Again, making sure the sleeves are plain without any graphics or anything on them. Next, we move on to the shorts. So again, you may want to cover up more of your legs than you need to, but we can cover up our legs a little bit more with some options. First thing you want to try is black half tights. So these tights should fit close to the skin. They're usually made out of spandex and lycra and things like that. They can have little logos on them, but you really want to make sure they're pretty much plain black. And then if this is not enough coverage, say it's colder, you just want to cover a little bit more skin, you can try this 3/4 length tight. This tight shows just a little bit of the ankles and goes about halfway down your calf muscle. And finally, the last option is going to be this full length tights. These full length tights go all the way down to the ankle, and they will give you the coverage you need if it's a little bit cold or you need to cover your legs all the way down to the ankle. Now when it comes to your head, there's a few things you can do. One, if you want to have fun, you can put green and yellow ribbons in your hair. You can also wear a hat, but they have to be either a plain black or a plain white. A few things that we don't want to do is we never want to race in really long, loose-fitting clothes. So no jackets, no pants or sweatpants or anything like that. So if you're going to cover your legs or your arms, make sure they're relatively tight-fitting to the skin and make sure they're made out of good performance fabrics. Now there may be some exceptions to this, and if you have specific exceptions, I'd ask the parents to please give me a call or the students to talk to me about it. But in general, this is going to be the required attire at all races. And of course, on race day, don't forget to wear your super bright Overlake Power shirt so we can warm up all together wearing the same outfit. So again, this is the approved and required uniform assortment for Overlake Middle School Cross Country. Again, I'm using the upper school uniform as an example. I believe the middle school uniform has black shorts. But the idea is that everyone's required to wear the uniform that's been given to them so that we can look like a team and we can feel unified in our racing together. So I hope that makes sense to everyone. And I can't wait to see our first race this Thursday.